Hello class, my name is Walter Byrne. I'm here today to talk to you about Taekwondo, its application as far as self-defense and some character building. I am a first degree black belt. Here's my black belt, and this is my black belt sword. Very humbling experience to go through. Took me about 5 years to get my black belt. So I want to start with this boy named Ryan, who up through the 7th grade actually hits close to home because he was the next town over. He was bullied, and ultimately he took his life. His parents tried helping him out, and they did the best they could. And I think something like Taekwondo would give him some moral fiber, some confidence, some more life and exuberance, just a better platform to stand on as a person, and maybe be able to deal with the situation a little better. We don't know, but it couldn't hurt in my opinion, and hopefully by the end of this you think so too. So Taekwondo itself was formed by the 29th Infantry Division General Choi. He was the founder. It took him 10 years to create this martial art, and the ITF website itself, it says it took him about 3 years. It was like 1962 to 1965. He traveled with a team. He laid a foundation in the framework with a team. And in 1966 itself, the ITF, the International Taekwondo Federation, was formed, and he being the president, of course. So this martial arts, it just blew up. It was spreading. Today, per the ITF website, it's in 127 different countries. There's over 50 million practitioners. Something is going right, and I think a lot of people are getting some good stuff out of it. And the next thing I want to touch on briefly is the tenets of Taekwondo and the student oath. So the 5 tenets are courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and a dominant spirit. I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence. The definitions, they kind of speak for themselves, and it's what you feel inside what they mean to myself. You can look it up, and I'll leave definitions on my website piece for this speech. But another thing to take into consideration is the student oath. It just makes you feel good when you say it. So, I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect my senior and instructors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I shall be a champion of freedom and justice, and I shall build a more peaceful world. That's powerful. And I think if you go through this experience and you build that, you'll gain so much more out of yourself. I see quiet, reserved kids come into our dojang, and they leave 3 months later after they've come for a while, and they're smiling, and they're excited to be there. And I think they have that sense of worth and purpose, more so than when they came in initially. And it helps you find your center and your balance. It did that for me. So Taekwondo itself can be a life-changing event. And my friend Carl Labonte is a perfect example. Really overweight. He ended up losing like 50 pounds. He was coming in 5 days a week at Taekwondo with a healthy diet. And after 6 months, 50 pounds away, he's confident. He feels good about himself. He's a 2nd degree black belt now, doing really great. And actually was my instructor for a while. I'm proud of him, and just like I'd be proud of everybody else that goes through this, it's a humbling experience, like I said. So as martial artists, we always want to stay away from altercations and stay out of trouble. But we gain the knowledge to escalate force if we need to, and only take it to as far as we have to with the situation. And I think that's really important. So you understand when you go through this process of building and the self-defense piece, where you can actually put the applications, which we won't get into. I have videos linked as well for you to see some defense techniques. But we need to really look at us as individuals and where we want to go and how we want to build ourselves with our values, in this case tenets for myself and in this Korean martial art. So today we talked about General Choi, the founder, a little bit of history, the tenets which are very important, and the student oath, and the application itself as far as it's centered around self-defense. You feel great, you can lose weight, you just got to stick to it, stick with it, and it's a great experience. So I just want to round off with, it's a great martial art. It encompasses a lot of things. It's a family-centered kind of atmosphere. It's humble. It's respectful. You go by sir or ma'am. And I think if Ryan had that background or that groundwork, the stone laid down for him, and he started getting that family, I think this martial art would have done wonders for him and possibly turned it around. Hope maybe your kids can benefit from it. Mine will be going through it because I really want my kids to be sure of themselves and know how to protect themselves. And I'm not saying Taekwondo is the answer, but it's a great place to start. And hopefully you will consider it and go from there. Thank you for your attention today. Kasihamnida. That means nice for working today in Korean. Bye.